So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I want to thank Geely Fairview for allowing me to test drive and review the Geely Okavango Urban Plus. This is the top of the line version of the Okavango. Only few differences between the Urban and the Urban Plus. As you can see here, you have the Geely adaptive LED system. It's an ADB matrix light system, and as I go here inside, and this, the panoramic sunroof. That is a welcome addition. And I was supposed to drive the Coolway Sport Limited first, but to my surprise, there were a lot of people who were test driving this. So yet again, this is gonna be the fourth time I'm gonna drive this car. Alright, I'll take it. This is the first Geely on my channel. Shout out to JR for lending me this camera. So I hope the quality is a bit better for now, and I'll make the most out of it when I have this camera. This is I'm borrowing it. I haven't bought a new camera yet. So this is the biggest car in Geely's lineup. It's an MPV slash crossover, whatever you want to call it. I consider it as both because you have some characteristics of an SUV here up front, then on the way in the back it resembles an MPV. So a lot of comparisons here I'm going to make, but I'm gonna say it straight away, this is probably the best of the bunch. In a Nova killer, as they say, yeah, I will agree. So very distinct design, as the tagline for this car, wonderfully distinct. I'm surprised also with the design of this. It kind of looks like a XC90-ish, okay? Just resembles a bit of an XC90. Just very few claddings. It's not as big, it's not as protruding, it's not sticking out. It's just simple. You have a few more chrome here on the windows and the roof rail. And I repeat, the rear is very, very distinct. And you have your automatic tailgate here. I'll demo the space later. So here you have the 48-volt electronic motor synergy logo. Yes, this is a mild hybrid, so it's also very efficient despite being a big car. And also ground clearance is 194 millimeters, very generous. So that's about it. Let's start with the interior. So on top here of the logo, you have your 360-degree camera. I'm not sure if you can see it there. And then also, since being the Urban Plus, this have a heating function for the side mirrors in case when this fogs up on a rainy day. So that's also a very handy feature. So this is the interior of the Geely Okavango Urban Plus. Lowered the aircon. It's so hot today. Yeah, that sounds thick, the door. And first impressions when I was able to sit here, I think around February, right after the BMW 318i Sport review, the first part. Yeah, after that I was able to drive an Okavango right around Green Hills. My first impressions driving that was wow. It was an unbelievable car. So I can't wait to show you, but let's start here first. And my first impressions also getting in the car. So this is probably the best interior I've seen from a Chinese car. There's only a few plastic here, like on top of the dashboard, just mainly on top, but here they're all leather. Squeegee material. Yes, it's leather, but it's more of the durable side, but still not bad. Also nice looking air conditioning vents. So here in the center you have a wireless charging pad here. Enough for my phone, but it doesn't charge because of course it does not support wireless charging. But this wasn't flying out since this is kind of a bit of a sticky rubber type, so your phone won't fly around. You have two USB ports here, your physical buttons for the climate control. So here's your button, so if you just want to turn it off, so only the clock will be displayed, but still very handy. And I would say that this is the best 360-degree camera. The 360-degree camera will be on up to a certain speed, only like 20 or 30 kilometers per hour as I tested. Also, you have a very hard, girthy steering wheel, I must say. Yeah, it's hard, but it's durable. It's still nice to touch. You have your buttons here for the infotainment system, or for the here on the right side of the digital cluster. You have your cruise control functions here. I won't demo this for obvious reasons, but I would say the steering wheel is nice. Yeah, I have a flat bottom steering here, by the way. So very Volvo-ish here. The gear lever, still nice to touch with silver lining. You have your driving modes here. Eco, Comfort, and Sport. I'll get to that later. You have your 360-degree camera button here, your electronic stability control, your hill descent control, electronic parking brake, and auto hold function. Also, I found it weird only. Okay, this is a 1 liter bottle. It fits perfectly here, but on the other side, it's a small one. So yeah, just something I noticed only, but ain't too bad. Also, the cup holders have little grips here, so depending on the size of bottle or cup, so that's why this one holds it really well. And if you don't want it, just close it. There, at least you give it a cleaner look. So here in the central glove box, it's small but it's deep. So here more on the side, you have your window switches here, your adjustments for the mirror. So here you have your buttons for the auto start stop system, and adjustments for the light, and the button for the electronic tailgate, and one cubby space here, just very small. Yeah, that's its purpose, for coins and receipts. So also you have a very small cubby space here, and bottle holder on either side. Yeah, and glove box, just how you open it, using this button. Okay, decent, that's very decent. You have your owner's manual here. And above here, you have your sunglasses holder, the panoramic roof. That's so cool. Yeah, it will take a while, but at least the whole cabin is lit now. Should have opened that earlier. So you have here for your lights, and when the door is open, the lights will turn on, but I will leave that off. Few blank buttons only here, and visor with vanity mirror. No, but it's alright. Also underneath here, wait, I'm not sure if you can see it, there's more storage space here, enough for a bag. I put my bag here before, and one 12-volt socket right there, so that's very handy. So if some parts are too bright or too dark, because I have no experience with this camera, this is my first time literally using it. I have no practice with it whatsoever. Anyway, let's continue the review. Let's go to the second row. So this is the second row of the Geely Okavango Urban Plus. Yeah, that's my driving position. Look at that. This is the most spacious MPV I've ever ridden so far. And look at the headroom. Holy caramba, that's big. Wow. Yeah, I've never sat here in the back yet actually. I'm only sat in the passenger side and the driver side so far. And yeah, somewhat same layout here in the back, like the plastic on top here, but everything else is mixed with the hard durable leather, so it's alright. So you have the same also layout, the cubby space and bottle holder on either side. I'll get to the seats in a moment, hold on. Seat pockets here on either side, and then your air conditioning controls here for the second one are here. This is very handy, and one cubby space here. I don't think that's enough for a phone, but why would you put that there anyway? Oh, and there are two USB ports underneath as well. Also very unique with this Okavango, this has a 30T, 30T, 30T setup, so meaning you can adjust them individually however you want it. So, oh my god, look at no way, this is how spacious this thing is. Look, I am literally squatting, but I'm almost to the point already. I am standing inside this Okavango. Wow. And also the ISOFIX are on the right and left side only. There's none in the middle. So how you go properly in the third seat, you just pull this one, and there, see, it just kind of tilts forward, so it's easier to go in the third row. Apparently you have to use two hands. There, you could somewhat fold it flat if you want, just to go to the back seat. So also you have tethering point on the left and right side only of the seat. There's none in the middle. So here in the back of the third row, wow, this is the most spacious third row I've ever been in. Like, look, feet room, I can literally, yeah, it eats up, but the gap between the seat and my feet is actually alright. Knee room is excellent, and headroom is actually also decent. Wow, very impressive. So not much toys here in the back. You have a seatbelt holder, but at least you still have air conditioning vents on either side. Same layout on also on the other side, a cup holder and a pad for your phone. That won't fit, by the way, this is small, but I think it will fit. My phone's all the way out there, I can't get it anywhere. Actually, it's so spacious. I think you can fit 4 of me in the third row. Never mind, don't need 3. Yeah, your knees are a bit yeah, a bit sitting upwards, but it's not too bad. Yeah, I would literally be happy here sitting in the third row. This is the only car that can do that for now. Wow. Yeah, so that's about it. Here in the third row, I will show you the boot space. This is also the party piece of this Okavango. So with all the seats up, you have 257 liters of space, and this is how you fold the third row. Just simply pull that and push it down, which is also unique for this Okavango. They're literally flat floor. So you have the option if you want to buy that inflatable bed. Shout out to Autodilan Kako. So very unique in its segment to have flat floors like this. So also here you have light on this side, and no idea what that's for, sorry. And now with the third row down, you have 1,200 liters of space. So that's already massive, to say the least. And what's even more crazier, I will show you with the second row down. So with now all of the seats down, you have 2,050 liters of space. One of the most spacious in class. So I have no words to say. It's really impressive. It's kind of flat floor, yes, but if you move all the seats back so you can fill in the gaps. So this is the engine of the Okavango Urban Plus. It's a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder turbocharged engine with a 48 volt electric motor synergy system, which produces 190 horsepower and 300 newton meters of torque. So one of the most powerful in class. So wondering, it sounds like a diesel. That's because of the hybrid system doing its thing. I only notice it when the engine hood is up, but not much when it's outside. So I understand some people when they say it sounds like a diesel engine. And also the turbocharger has a 34 psi rating, so that's why it's so good in low RPM. So with that, let's go for a drive. So driving the Geely Okavango Urban Plus, I would say, now driving it again, I know I keep saying Maxus D60 is the best handling one out there, the best steering feel as well. This one's a tad a bit lighter, but the steering is so direct, it's so precise. And from my experience, yes, still the same as before. There is body lean, yes, because since it's a tall car. Also you have automatic rain sensing wipers, that's cool. So it's as good as before. The wet dual clutch, it's not that jerky, it's responsive, the gear shifts are so fast. Yeah, so just driving here around in the city only, just in the district of Geely Fairview. Yeah, look, the NVH is super impressive. There's not much tire noise, it's comfortable. That's just only my face shield that tick tick tick, okay? So try the turning radius. Yeah, the steering is so light. I'm very impressed. So right now, let's floor it. Oh, that's already, wow! Wow! Yep, as good as I remembered. Wow, the engine, yeah, it's a 3-cylinder. It's so punchy. Going over humps and bumps, it's very comfortable still. Even though you're driving fast, it's just like you're kind of floating. Yeah, the first time I drove this, after the TC Part 1 review, when I floored it, I didn't expect this to be so fast. I even said so many things when I floored it. Insert religious figure here. Like, wow, it's so impressive. It's faster than I remembered. Maybe I got the chance not to floor it on an open road. I was driving it around Green Hills that time only, but it was still fun to drive. Wow. Eco mode kind of hesitates a bit, but it's still fast. Give it like a second, then you'll be going and it won't stop. So here, eco mode, and I'll floor it. There, it will hesitate a bit, and then there it just goes. Wow, I've never driven an MPV that can be capable of going off-road, be a peppy car, or being a practical car. This ticks all the boxes. Only nitpick I would say, no paddle shifters. But that's it. That is literally it. So it's literally the perfect MPV crossover for me. Yeah, I'm still lost for words how good this Geely Okavango is. Also, the brakes are high bite but are really strong. But still, the brake feel is still good even though it's still high. It's wow. I'm sold with this Okavango. Sorry, it's so perfect. Driving dynamics, there's nothing like it. There is literally nothing like it. And what I've driven, by the way, is a Urban, because at that time we didn't have the Urban Plus yet. Then few months later, this came out, the Urban Plus. Yeah, I would say it's worth it, the LED lights and the panoramic room. So let's do it from a standstill. Oh my god! Holy wow! Yep. This is literally the perfect MPV crossover ever. And it's so fast! So, being a performance-oriented guy, this is gonna be the perfect family car for me. Wow! The torque delivery and the power is just on another level. It's so... yeah, I know this is not the best Okavango review out there, but I would say it's... Oh my god, everything is perfect. I'm gonna keep saying it again. A perfect MPV crossover. Even the turning radius, yeah, it's not as intimidating to drive, I will say, but even making U-turns, making maneuvers around the city, it's so easy to drive. And also the tech here, for its price point, it's a steal. A literal steal. Yes, this is 100,000 pesos more than the Urban, but just get the Okavango Urban Plus. It's definitely worth it. So let's try comfort mode. I haven't used in this mode that much. Okay, it doesn't hesitate as much as like in eco mode, but still responsive enough. I think like half a second, down from 1 second to a half a second delay from eco mode. So this is gonna be the perfect setting in the city. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't want to stop driving this thing. This is so good. There's no official 0 to 100 kph time, but I'll try to find out on myself, okay? So let's try it. 3, 2, 1. Holy. Okay, what I did was 10.1 seconds. Wow, did you hear the tire spin? Wow! Wow! This thing is insane! DCTs tend to be jerky, but this one is so smooth. I don't even notice that it kind of shudders, it judders. No, nothing. So also maybe because of this 48-volt hybrid system, it's helping a lot. Yeah, from the low end torque is probably one of the best in class. This is not even a diesel vehicle. That's so impressive. Let's for it one more time. Yep, one of the best MPVs I've driven. So that concludes my review. Hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you in a bit. Bye bye.